Don't make the mistake of only promoting the company with the highest percentage payouts for your affiliate offers. Hi there, my name is Bruce. I've been doing SEO, digital marketing, and affiliate marketing since 2015. I really love affiliate marketing. That's why I make these videos, to try and help people see the opportunity there is out there to make some extra money or even a full-time income with affiliate marketing. So one of the mistakes that a lot of beginners make, and I'm guilty of this too, is when you start out and you're promoting a product. Let's say it's a pair of running shoes, right? If you're promoting a product and then there's an identical product or darn near identical, like it's very similar product or service, like say you've got two different running shoes, they're about the same, and you promote, one pays out 10% of the close of the sale and the other pays out 3%. So if the running shoes are $100, you would get $10 with company A. And if the running shoes are $100 and you would get $3, 3% payout with company B. Now, those are pretty big numbers to overcome, like a 3 and a 10%. So like generally speaking, like the 3, and I'm not great at math, the 3 is going to have to be more than 3 times better at converting. Company B at the 3% is going to have to be more than 3 times better at converting your traffic, your visitors, your audience than company A that pays out 10%. But the thing is, on a difference between 3 and 10%, it's usually pretty hard. But take it like this. Amazon, right? They're going to be, I think, like their highest payout. I think they do. Let's just say for most of the products that I recommend on Amazon, they're paying out 3%, right? So generally, when I have a 3 and a 10%, I'll go with the 10% payout if it's running shoes and they're basically the same. I like both. I'll go with the 10%. Because it's really hard. I mean, it's really hard to be 3 times better at converting. But if there's going to be a site that's 3 times better, it's going to be Amazon compared to like this rinky-dinky, even it's a big well-known brand. Amazon's just the best at converting traffic. Plus you get a percentage of whatever else they buy. But if it's just like a regular shoe company and a regular shoe company, one's paying out 3% and one paying out 10%, and they're basically about the same product, you're likely going to go with the 10% payout. That's what I would do. But here's the thing. You got to test it, especially when the numbers get close. Like when it's 3% payout and a 5% payout, that's totally different. Like if you're going for sure for like a physical product that's on Amazon, you're almost always going to want to pick the 3% over the 5%. With a private running shoe. Let's say like Nike has their own affiliate program and they're paying out 5%, but Amazon's got the product for 3%. I'd go Amazon because they're so good at converting, and plus you get, if anybody buys toilet paper or all this random stuff, you can get a cut of that. So when it gets closer, you really got to test. But it's weird sometimes. Don't assume. You just can't assume. You need to test. And so like you switch around your product offers, because sometimes the company that's paying out 3%, they might be the industry leader and they just know this niche better than anybody else. The company paying out 10% or the higher percentage is newer to the industry, and so therefore they're trying to get more affiliates to work with them. So they're paying out a higher percentage, but they're not good at converting that traffic. And it's really, I've done this several times where I want something to be better and I test it out and it just doesn't convert as well. It doesn't make you as much money. So the thing is, you don't want to just default to the product with the highest payout. You want to test it. You want to maybe, it depends, if you can speak to other people in your niche, that's great because you can say, hey, what works for you? And then again, you don't want to take their word I mean, if you're a super beginner and they're a super expert, you want to take their word. But if they're like somewhere about the same skill level as you, definitely if they've already got experience, take that into your absorb that information, but then like also test, but know in the back of your head, hey, so and so already did this and they think this other thing is what works best. Because at the end of the day, it's about making money. And if you like two products or two services about the same, you want whichever one is going to do best for your audience. That's going to do the best at converting that audience. And so you can't go just by payouts alone. You really got to test it out. So the answer is, it depends. It's easier to make the call when the difference between the two products is a payout of 3% and 10%, because the 3%'s got to be so much better. But like I said, if it's closer to like, and then maybe they're the same payouts, maybe both products pay out 3%, then that would make your test easier, right? Because you don't have to do math. You're just like, whichever one, this company is better at converting the traffic. But when the numbers get closer, you really got to pay attention. When they're far apart by over 3x, it's a bit easier, because even if it's a really good company, for them to be 3 times better than their competition, if it's a similar competent company, it's usually pretty hard. But anyway, so a lot of people make that mistake. I've made that mistake, and it's you just got to test it. And I learned that starting out, because I would just put up my number one recommended product or service would always be whatever paid out the most. And then I learned to test it. And sometimes that's the move, and then sometimes that's not the move. So I hope you found this helpful. What about you? Have you made this mistake? Have you gone with the highest payout and you thought you were going to crush it, and then that didn't end up happening? And then did you switch it out and you started making more money with like a lower commission offer or product? I can't be the only one that has experienced this. But always remember to test. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will answer them in the next video. And if you found this information helpful, please give me a like, or please send this to someone you know that's in affiliate marketing that might be able to benefit from this content. All right. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.